Hey y'all, coming to you from the international headquarters, ScottieDTV, but I was at the 2022 NSRA Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky, and I shot several features there, but there's always more cars that I like to show you than the ones I'm just going to shoot features on. So I put those in a video I call Nothing But Cool. That's what we got going on here. Let me get the camera turned around, we'll check it out.
You know, I was late to the game on falling in love with that body style. Chevelle. The 68, 69, 70, 71s. I've always been a big fan of those, but that generation, it wasn't until a few years ago that I really saw the cool in them, and now I'm a huge fan. Of course, I had a fan of some old-time hot rods, and I dig this one. I really love that base color, that orangish red. I just dig that, and the panel work that's on it, and it's called Gas Hole. You can't beat that. How cool is that? And some of this was shot on Wednesday load-in day, and some of this was shot on Thursday, the first day of the show. So that's why you'll see more cars in the background in some clips and less in the others. It was a good show by Friday or by Thursday when they got everything loaded in. I don't even know what that thing is. It's just cool. Got an Alloway built El Camino. Actually, there's a Corvette and a Chevelle all done in the same paint scheme. Jerry Rice's car there. Not the football player, just my cool friend Jerry Rice. One of my favorite all-time pickup trucks ever, Mike Goldman Customs. Talbert built this one over there, and it's got a 63 Corvette interior in it. It's called Invetus, and one of the fans of the channel actually named it. How cool is that? And in the spirit of trying to give a little something for everybody, as you can see, it's not just American cars that I put in this video, not just trucks or street rods, hot rods. I got some muscle cars. Very, very clean. Both these cars, this car and the one behind it, were just, man, nice as new. If you're into that factory stock look, these cars had it. I like that red stripe on the bottom. Just enough splash of color to give it kind of a sporty look. Red line tires. Reminds me of a Hot Wheels. I always like those. Really good looking pickup truck. 2022 NSRA Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky. A good event, just like it always is. They had a bunch of vendors and a lot of cars show up. And this one had the interior finished in it. We would have shot a feature on it. I can't wait till that thing gets done. I think that is way, way cool. Of course, old time hot rod. You can't walk by that. That's got cool written all over it. It'll be cool today, tomorrow, and 20 years from now. And this car's got some historical significance behind it. And I didn't get a chance to shoot a whole feature on it. And we would have to have the owner, the current owner of us, tell us more about it, do an interview. But maybe one day. And that car, when you hear about a car or a truck having the look, there you go. Can't tell you what it is I love about that one. I love the pipes. I love the red and white. Cars got to look just like this one right here. This one had mild deep black paint on it. And again, when I say nothing over the top, it's not custom or anything like that. It's, day two factory stock looking. A lot of these cars in this video are that way, and they just got a really cool look in my opinion. So if you were there at the 2022 NSRA Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky, you got to see a lot of the same cool I did. But if you didn't make it, I got you handled. And they had this area set up that I thought was going to be the celebration of the 32 Ford. But it turned out it was a celebration of the 32 year. So there was Ford, Chevys, Plymouths, there was Customs, there was Street Rods, there was Survivors, there were barn finds. And I tried my best to kind of get a pass through these things and give you a look at that. There's some that really, really finished to a high level too. It was just a big mix of really early 30s cars, because there was some 33s and 31s, I think. So it was a celebration more of that era than it was of that year. There were a ton of 32s, don't get me wrong, but they also let some other stuff. And I don't know, that may not have been part of the whole, concept or display. They just put other cars in the show. But when it came to me making a video, they kind of all got blended together. I dig that. I love that red grill in that. Just enough color to make it pop. I wasn't around, but back in the day, I'd guess that you see a bunch of them like that. And a horn on it. I prefer them like that. I do like patina stuff, but when it comes to these street rods, I dig the ones that are finished out and look elegant and are done to a nice level. There's nothing wrong with Survivors, and I sure understand if you find one and it's good enough to leave it the way it is, that's what you should do. They'll only be original once, but at the end of the day, that's what I prefer. I mean, look at those flames. How cool is that? Against that black paint, it just, man, I love it. I love the stance. I love the look. I dig that car. That car's just clean. Been around for a long, long time. Dave Lane built it, and for George, I think he built it for George, maybe not, but it is a very, very nice car. That car's got a cool look to it too. Again, 1950s traffic light look. You'd see a bunch of them. And I really, really like, you know me and unique colors. I really like this, that orangish red and that maroon have a unique flavor to them, and I'm not sure that they should go together as well as they do, but I really, really, I'm attracted to that car. I dig that too. Old school hot rod looking, the gold wheels on it, the white walls. Yeah, there's nothing not to like about that one either. And a bunch of like gassers too. Yeah, the NSRA does a very good job of bringing in a lot of history. So you got street rods, you got the 30s, you got 40s, 50s, 60s muscle cars, you got custom cars, you got trucks. Again, something for everybody. NSRA events are really, really fun to attend. If you've never been to one, you need to. NSRA, the Nats in Louisville, is their biggest event, so I would recommend, if you can, go to that one in August. And who doesn't love a 62, right? A bubble top, I don't know, it could be a 61. And I'm a fan of that car. I'm more of a fan of the owner than I am the car. I like the car too, but the owner's just awesome. So there you go, from the 2022 NSRA Street Rod Nationals in Louisville, Kentucky. A little walking around and checking out some of the cool that was there. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.